Performing Arts Theater y a esta presentación de Cesar Died Today, representada por Raven Players. Tómanse un momento para apagar o silenciar sus teléfonos y dispositivos móviles. Y recuerda que la fotografía y la grabación de cualquier tipo están estrictamente prohibidas. En caso de emergencia, salgan por la derecha del escenario frente a usted o por las puertas del vestíbulo detrás de usted. Un agradecimiento especial a nuestros sociopresentadores, the Crab Griseshi Family Foundation, the Bear Republic Brewing Company, the Messing Family Charitable Trust, the Stair Fund y Stay Healdsburg. Gracias por estar con nosotros. Esperamos que disfrutes del espectáculo. Welcome, everyone, to the Raven Performing Arts Theater and this performance of Cesar Died Today, presented by the Raven Players. Please take a moment to turn off or silence your phones and mobile devices. And remember, photography and recording of any kind is strictly prohibited. In case of emergencies, please exit to the right of the stage in front of you or through the lobby doors behind you. Special thanks to our presenting partners, the Crab Griseshi Family Foundation, the Bear Republic Brewing Company, the Messing Family Charitable Trust, the Stair Fund, and Stay Healdsburg. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoy the show.
We interrupt this program for a special news bulletin. Cesar Chavez is dead. The United Farm Worker Union leader died today at the age of 66. Chavez gained prominence in the late 1960s by asking Americans to boycott the purchase of grapes and lettuce in support of migrant farm workers. He is considered a national hero by many in the Mexican community.
What? Cesar Chavez was my family's hero.
25 years ago, maybe.
Cesar Chavez was a great man, the leader of the farm workers, a national leader. A lot like Dr. King, only for Mexicans. Because of Cesar, people didn't eat grapes or lettuce for years, not even grape jam. Just to show support for Cesar and the farm workers.
And every time she tells her stories, the list keeps getting longer. One year she said people weren't allowed to eat raisin bran cereal. Another year she said it was forbidden to drink grape Kool-Aid.
It was a gesture of principle. We had United Farm Worker flags all around the house.
We had UFW flags all over because most of the farm workers were and still are Mexican. And Dad would say we should always support other Mexicans, except drug dealers, game bangers, and those guys that hang fuzzy guys from the rearview mirror.
Supporting Cesar and the farm workers was the only thing my family ever agreed on.
And we didn't agree on that, to tell the truth. Boycotting grapes was easy. The grape was not in a bottle. Then what good was it? We boycotted because it was a union thing to do. As Dad would always say, we are union members, and union members support other union members. That's how we show strength. See, it had nothing to do with race.
It had everything to do with race. Cesar wasn't just a hero, he was a Mexican hero. You gotta understand, just a few years ago, there were no Latino heroes in America. So, whenever we saw another Latino, even if it was just on TV, we became instant fans.
Okay, that's true. All anyone had to say was Santana was on TV, and we all ran to watch.
Same thing with Litrivino. We cheer every time he won a goal.
Although the only goal she knows is the Gulf of Mexico, and she thinks that's Litrivino's country club.
Litrivino can say some pretty outrageous things, like one time, after winning a golf tournament in San Antonio, this TV announcer asked him if winning was a way to remember the Alamo. Litrivino said, "Remember the Alamo? I don't have to be reminded to remember the Alamo. It's the only damn thing we Mexicans ever won in this country."
He never said that. You made that up. That's one of urban legends.
Okay, legends always have truth to them. The point is, Litrivino was proud to be Mexican, and he let people know it. He should run for governor.
Everything linked you to the race of politics.
This play isn't about Nancy Lopez or Carlos Santana or even Cesar Chavez. It's about me and how we, as women, especially Latinas, face the future. I am brave and independent and not afraid to challenge the status quo. I am a Chicana who believes in La Raza and believes that women must lead. We're in the best.
Honey, thought this day was about me, an American. A successful American that just so happens to be Hispanic. I am a Mexican American that got ahead by working hard. I ignore so-called racial barricades in this day of affirmative action. And look at me now. I drive a BMW and marry a white woman.
She's the only thing you've ever done.
You are so jealous.
Any questions? Oh, just sensitive. Don't work with it. And let us not forget our baby brother Cesar. Cesar the undecided. I believe it's for a while because for a while my mother was undecided about whether to have him or not. With the rest of us, she had no choice.
Even his name is undecided because as far as I'm concerned, his name is Cesar, not Cesar. I was there when he was born. I was there when he was baptized, and I was at his high school graduation. And at every one of those occasions, he was called Cesar, not Cesar.
Well, he wants to be called Cesar now. He understands the importance of his roots, is proud of his ethnic heritage, is proud to be Chicano.
That's bull. He only changed it to Cesar because he's trying to make it with that cheap apple mayonnaise.
His name is Cesar.
Well, whatever the reason, why don't we just ask him? Tell us, bro, which do you prefer, Cesar or Cesar?
Well, there's good and bad to most issues. Most people call me Cesar, but I like the way Cesar sounds. But I'm just not sure.
If he's undecided, I'll call him Cesar. After all, Cesar is the name of our father.
Yes, the same father that insisted I be called Robert, and not Roberto. The same father that would refuse to speak Spanish with us, because he wanted to raise good Americans. You, of all people, should not invoke the saints of your family to support your arguments. If you cared anything about family, you wouldn't be so different. Doing all those crazy things, going all those like social causes.
Oh, well, now you're getting carried away. But this play isn't about Cesar Chavez. It just begins on the day when Cesar Chavez died. When Chavez died, it was like losing a member of the family.
A distant family member. So distant, I don't even remember him. And I don't remember any boycotting. But I probably would have boycotted too. Probably would have liked Cesar Chavez too. But then again, I know more about Julio Cesar Chavez, the boxer, than Cesar Chavez, the farmer.
Jesus, I don't know what's worse. Your ignorance or your sister's arrogance. She always tries to speak for the whole family, and you can barely speak for yourself.
There you go. See?
I have 7 children. 1 died at birth, 2 at the war, and 1 in the streets. I'm left with these 3. These 3. Híjole. These 3. Let's just say that some children need more attention than others. Just like some days have more meaning than others. They're half right. This play is about them, but it's about so much more. It's about family, dreams, hopes, and choices. Now, since none of my children have had the courtesy to do so, let me welcome you to our home. Bienvenidos. Our theater starts in my kitchen with my son Robert and I. Ándale, vámonos.
What are we looking for?
Old family photos.
Why?
And never mind, just look. Oh, look at here's Nancy and you when you got married. I'm sorry Nancy's not feeling well.
It's okay. It's just like the last time she was pregnant.
The thought of pregnancy makes me sick.
With all of you pregnant, we made Dad sicker.
You mean drunker? Where did your father go anyways?
He went out for some menudo. Menudo, the sober soup. I can't believe I used to think it was a magical sauce. How was I supposed to know it helped sober you up? Because you were eating stomach lining.
I hate that doorbell. You guys think it's so funny putting that in my house. You better change it back.
No, I do think it's kind of funny though.
It's not. Change it back, please.
Mom, Cesar Chavez died.
Oh no, what happened?
Did someone shoot him?
No, he just died. Natural causes.
Are you okay, Nina? Can I get you something? No, sit down here. Maybe you should go to church and light a candle. Maybe we should all go to church and light a candle.
No, thanks.
It'll make you feel better.
I don't want to feel better. Where's Dad?
Menudo.
What? Nobody makes menudo on Friday.
I said he went for menudo.
Can't
Oh,
believe it. On the worst day of my life, and you two are obsessed about menudo?
Robert!
I'll be right back. I need to go check on something.
It'll be okay, mija. Death is not a bad thing.
I know, Ma. I know. I think even Chavez once said, death should not scare you. Even without spirit should scare you.
I understand.
This will be a hard day.
I keep thinking about Cesar as a child.
You knew Chavez when he was young?
Not that Cesar, Cesar, your brother. Just hearing the name makes me wish my baby were home right now.
Well, did you call around for Dad?
What?
Were you looking for your father?
I thought that's what you went to check.
No, I was calling my office.
Can't you for once think Dad drove off from Menudo some time ago and hasn't come back.
Listen, I don't have time to worry about menudo. The only thing menudo ever did for me was help with the hangover.
Think about others and forget about yourself.
What are you talking about?
I was the farm worker.
Farm workers. I'm sick of their political soapbox. I'll be glad when the politicians get rid of public broadcasting.
You got conscience, you know what I mean?
Listen, just because I didn't run off to fields and pick it with farm workers doesn't mean I don't have my own battles to fight.
What?
The Peter jokes at the Rotary Club.
You think it's easy being the only person of color in that club? You don't know what I go through, but you don't hear me complaining.
What are you talking about?
Stop it! Stop arguing! Stop acting like children!
He started it.
You did.
You're the one acting like a child.
I'm rubber, you're glue, whatever you say.
Robert, please! Show proper respect. Cesar Chavez was a great man, and in many ways, he reminds me of your father.
I'll get it.
Why do you have to tease your sister so?
I'm not teasing her. She's always so self-righteous about politics and her work with the farm workers.
Why are you so upset? What's wrong? Look, you don't have to like or agree with the farm workers movement, but be kind to your sister. And remember, it's not wise to speak ill of the dead, especially dead Mexicans.
Whoa, now you're starting to sound a lot like Grandma. So, Ma, do you think the radio and dance car works?
Of course it does. Why?
He doesn't listen to the news, does he?
How should I know?
Look who's home from school!
Man, it is great to be home. You have no idea how much I miss home.
Yeah, when do you have to be back to school?
Don't know. Might not be going back. Come on, it's not like I'm dead or dealing drugs. I'm just taking some time off of school, you know, to get to know myself a little better. I want to make a life worth living in a world worth
Enough!
living in a...
Even we can't stand still through that college pool.
What are you doing home from school for you, Amy?
I invited him home.
Yeah, Ma, you were so secretive over the phone. What's going on?
Well, I wanted your father to be here, but I can't wait anymore. Sit. I have some exciting news, great surprise. In a few days, a photographer will be here to take our picture.
Why?
What for?
We can take home picture.
I'm so excited. It's such an honor. You know the magazine, Hispanic Family Monthly? Of course you do. Hispanic Family Monthly has selected us to be Hispanic Family of the Year.
What?
You can't do that.
No way.
This happened.
Several months ago, I entered a contest.
I ain't no Hispanic.
What?
Will you let me finish? Do you want to hear this or not?
Wait, what do you mean you're not Hispanic?
Hispanic is a made-up government term meant to lump all brown people together.
Jesus! Stop using God's name in anger.
What did Hispanic, Hispano? Don't ever call me Hispanic. Ever!
Give it a break.
Guyetson! I don't care what you call yourself. You can tell people you're Italians from North Beach for all I care. What I do care about, and this is an honor, I have accepted it, and you will be in this picture because it's not about you. It's about this family.
Jesus, we can't do that.
Stop using such language.
But he's right. We can't be Hispanic Family of the Year.
Yeah, Mom, you should have told us. Besides, Dad won't want to do it.
I wrote that I was proud of my children and that they were well behaved. But maybe you're right. I should have written you were well behaved.
I agree with Cesar. Dad won't want to do this.
Your father will do what is good for us, and this is good for us. You guys act as if I'm asking for your permission. Ingratos.
We're non-Hispanic?
I see I'm gonna need some help. Raising children, even grown children, is a never-ending job.
Look, let me run something by you.
Huh? What? You want to run something by me?
Yeah, I want to run something by you.
Don't you have a husband for that?
Well, I can't talk to him about this just yet. Not sure he would understand.
Why don't
You're too sympathetic.
Why don't you call the psychic hotline?
This involves us, and I need your help. Look, do you want to hear this or not?
Yeah, sure. What is it?
We can't accept that award. Even if Ma did win a contest, I don't want to be in that magazine. Too many complications. At least for me.
I must admit, you do look terrible. What is it?
Chavez's death, it means much more to me than everybody realizes.
I'm only giving you a hard time because that's what we do.
It's not that. It's just, I can't tell you. You of all people.
Sure you can, Grace. I'm your brother.
Exactly!
What?
When I was working with the farm workers, I worked closely with one special farm worker. We worked together a lot. And not always for the farm workers, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you mean you work against the farm workers and for the landowners.
Does everything have to be spelled out for you? Most of the time, I was working with this guy, Hector, closely, very closely. Jesus, you're so dense, I can't tell you any of this.
Did I ask you to tell me?
That's not the point. Thomas's death is making me think about promises I made to myself, things I would do, promises I made to Dad.
Whoa, wait a minute. And back up to that part about that guy Hector. What's he got to do in any of this?
Well, it's not about Hector, he's just a part of it.
What part? You're having an affair with him. That's why you can't talk to your husband about this. This Hector, is he anyone I know?
No! I am not having an affair! God, why do men always jump to sex? If I'm having a problem, it must be because I'm having an affair.
Then what's the problem? Why can't we accept this award? Get our picture taken.
If we accept that award, it will say that I am Gracie Guerrero, head nurse supervisor at County General Hospital.
Okay, and the problem with that is...
Hector and everybody else from back then will see that I'm not a doctor.
That's because you're not. You're a nurse. Nurses are not called doctors. Doctors are called doctors.
Come on! Robert, you know my plan was to become a doctor. I was just going to work as a nurse for a few years, save up some money, then go to medical school. But right before I got my nursing degree, Hector came to campus and spoke about Chavez and the movement. He was one of those national organizers for the UFW. It was his job to go around the country recruiting support and volunteers for the movement. He was intelligent and gorgeous, very Indio-looking. I was smitten, so I put my medical plans on hold and I followed Hector to do field work. Well, we sort of lived together.
Is that sort of like being pregnant?
He lived with 5 other people, but they had our own room. Boy, was Dad mad about that.
About you living with someone?
Yeah, about that, but mostly about putting my medical plans on hold. Anyways, after a few years, I realized that I put my dreams on hold to be a doctor just to be with Hector. So, one day, I told Hector about my dream, and I'll always remember what he said. Then what the heck are you doing here? Go out and be Dr. Gracie Guerrero. I promised him that I would.
You never went to medical school. So what? You're not the first one to have wonderful dreams. I wanted to play shortstop for the Giants.
Anyways, about a year after I left the farm workers, Hector wrote me this letter saying how proud he was of me, saying that our people needed more doctors, but I wasn't in medical school. I just met Carlos, fell in love again, and this time got married.
So?
I always meant to tell Hector I wasn't in medical school, and now with this stupid picture he'll find out.
You're guilty all because of the no promise. Isn't that a little over dramatic and unkept promise? He probably doesn't even remember you.
It was just about a promise, but it's not. If that picture goes into that magazine, it will say that we are a successful Latino family, a real American success story, and I'm not. I sold my dreams short. Don't get me wrong, I'm fine with being a nurse, a wife, a mother, but I shouldn't have given up so easily.
And that's why you don't want to have this photo taken? I mean, I don't want to have this picture taken either. But what you have ain't your problems. You don't know what problems are.
Whatever, I don't want to be in Hispanic Family Monthly. Besides, we're Hispanics, or we're Latinos, not Hispanics. If there are Hispanics, they come from freaking Spain. They're white Europeans.
Is this about race again?
It's personal, not political. So I'm going to talk to Mom about saying no to that magazine. Getting that photo taken would be disastrous.
I meant to that. In more ways than you can imagine. You don't know anything about problems.
Hey Gracie, I just want to...
Put this in there.
It's not mine, it's my brother's or something. I never wear red. Don't tell Mom, but we can't take this picture. Too many complications, at least for me.
This is interesting. Why not?
I'm taking a sabbatical.
A sabbatical? A sabbatical from what? Isn't that a fancy word for dropping out? Oh man, wait till Dad hears about this.
That doesn't scare me. I'm a man now.
You can't be serious about dropping out of college. The first in the family to earn an undergraduate degree, and not just any school, an expensive private college, and for a fancy scholarship.
Well, I don't think I'm going back. But I might go back. But I don't think so. You see, what I really want to be is an actor. You know,
¿Ser o no va a ser? Esa es la pregunta.
To be or not to be. I hate Hamlet. What makes you think you can be an actor?
I got an audition.
Telemundo commercial.
An audition. A Telemundo commercial. You're giving up? College degree? Because you got an audition? Repeat after me. You want fries with that? Damn, I'm serious about dropping out of school. Just finish it out. If you can't do it for yourself, do it for the rest of us.
What are you so concerned with me? It's my life, isn't it? I'll choose what I want to do.
Something's not right. Students take time off from school all the time. Why wouldn't you want to get that photo taken just because you're taking some time off?
Well, I really didn't want to tell you, but I may lose my scholarship.
Why?
I was accused of stealing.
What?
I didn't steal anything. It's more of an honor code thing. I think I know who did it.
What do you mean you think? Do you know who did it?
Well, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it was this guy George. I know from a couple of my classes. I wasn't sure though, because I never got a good look.
What happened?
Nothing really. I was studying in the library when I saw these three guys run out of the rare book section. They said the school wasn't doing enough to hire more black faculty. So they protested by stealing some books from the rare book library.
Why rare books?
It was symbolic. Yeah, one of the school's big bragging rights is that it houses the largest U.S. selection of rare books from Europe. The black students said that rather than more rare books, they should hire more minority faculty. The students are going to hold the books hostage.
So they're gonna tie up the books and gaggle them.
I was studying up there one night and I saw the guys run out in the section with the books. Now the school wants me to tell them who it was. I'm pretty sure I know who did it, but I'm not so sure. And I don't want to say anything if I'm not sure.
Oh, that's okay. You're not a snitch. So what's the problem? They can't make you say what you don't know. So then this acting thing is just a cover.
No, I still want to be an actor. Getting kicked out of school sort of forced my decision.
So you're free to go back to school?
Oh, yeah. There's the rub. Not exactly.
What exactly does not exactly mean?
Well, it's no longer free.
What do you mean?
There's a provision in my scholarship that says they can revoke it if I do anything that's detrimental to the well-being of the school. By the way, I'm still carrying straight A average.
They're gonna take it away if you don't snitch?
Well, they haven't said that exactly, but the Dean of Students implied it. So, you see why we can't take this picture with Good Housekeeping Mexicans or whatever it's called. I can't be in a magazine one day and get kicked out of school the next. There's something rotten in the state of
Denmark. I get it.
It's embarrassing for all of us.
Well, this doesn't sound like a major problem to me, but if you don't want to get that photo taken and be in that magazine, I can go along with that.
You can. I thought for sure you'd want to accept the award.
Believe me, I don't. If you are all on your own telling Dad you're going to lose your scholarship and that you want to be an actor.
Where is Dad anyway?
Menudo!
Hey, little brother. I've got to tell you something.
Did Gracie tell you about my scholarship?
Shut up. Who cares about your stupid scholarship? I might go to jail.
What?
My firm is being investigated for fraud. Federal people everywhere. It's big news. Or it will be.
But not you, Robert. You're Mr. Straight Arrow. You've never even parted your hair on the left side.
Don't be dumb. Have you looked around? Have you been to my firm? I'm the only one without connections. Without a family tradition in the firm. And the only minority in the office.
Well, you can't get convicted just because of your skin color.
Yeah, right. Not in America.
Sorry. Even as I said it, but I'm surprised at you, Mr. I love America, Mr. I don't need no affirmative action. But really, evidence? Did you do anything illegal?
Define illegal.
Oh, Roberts, you are guilty.
I'm not. I didn't do anything, but that's the problem. A little while back, I discovered my firm was doing some creative financing. Offshore shell accounts, 2 sets of books, that kind of stuff. I didn't know who to trust, so I didn't tell anybody. Now I might go to jail. Because I had access and thus must have known and I was not involved. At least, that's what the best will think. And I doubt any of my rich, white bosses are going to stand up for me. I don't even have a lawyer.
You must be upset, because you never talk about race. Wow, I guess my news about school will raise Dad a bit.
I'm not telling Dad.
What? I'm not telling Dad. Robert, man, you're losing it.
Listen, I'm only telling you because we have to convince Mom not to have this photo taken. Besides, I can handle this thing myself. Man, having a felon in that family photo is an embarrassment for everyone. We surely ain't no Hispanic family here. Damn, we're supposed to just be Americans.
I'm not gonna listen to you. This is not a silly award. It's much more important than that. This is about keeping our family together. I don't know why, but it is. I'm definitely gonna need some help. Ángel de mi guardia, dulce compañía, no me desampares de noche o de día, hasta que me encuentre en los abrazos de Jesús y María. Ángel de mi guardia, dulce compañía, no me desampares de noche o de día. Si me desampares, ¿quién será conmigo? Ángel de mi guardia. Ruega a Dios por mí. I need your help.
I'm fresh, I don't know the number.
Not that today. This is important.
Lotería is important.
It's my children.
I'd rather play the lotto.
Please.
All right.
If I had a favorite part of the day, evening would be it. There's a settled feeling, yet feeling of change. Going from day to night, from one dimension to another. You know, they say spirits come alive in the evening.
Think you're getting that confused with vampires.
Really? Sometimes I think I feel the presence of spirits. Like there's something here.
Yeah. Mix Mexicans and alcohol, and somebody's going to see spirits. The way Grace has been, I'd say it would be the spirit of Cesar Chavez. Non-violence is the way. Don't eat lettuce any day. Yeah, Chicano. Si se pudo.
Juvenile. Chavez was a great man.
Yeah, right. Today's farm workers get to wear white suits while being sprayed with pesticides. Is the phone ringing?
I'm gonna spray you with pesticides. Do you hear the phone ringing? What is wrong with you?
Nothing. Why? Did Cesar say something?
You're acting crazy.
Go ahead, Cesar. Tell her that Robert might go to jail.
Robert might go to jail.
Cesar!
What?
I told you not to tell her.
But I heard you tell me to tell her.
If I told you anything, I told you not to tell her anything.
Mr. Straight Arrow, I love America, Robert, is going to jail.
This time he was in the wrong place, in the wrong time, the wrong skin color.
Say it ain't so.
It ain't so.
Oh, thank God.
I'm lying.
And we keep God out of this. I hate when people feel they cannot get service unless they talk to the top man.
Oh, we definitely can't have that photo taken now. Even Mom will understand.
Are you sure? She seemed pretty upset.
Hey, don't just blame me. Others have secrets too, right, Gracie?
There is no shame in lost dreams.
Who lost their dreams?
Gracie,
I asked you not to say anything about it. Just drop it.
Drop what?
they didn't tell him anything. Besides, it's no big deal. Gracie's ashamed because a little while back she was messing around with some farm worker guy.
Get thee to a nunnery.
Drop it.
What?
Did you hear it? Did you feel it?
Something.
Keep your eyes, ears, and heart open.
You two are something. Open your eyes when here's this. No photo, is it agreed?
Agreed. That magazine is worse than People magazine.
Hey, I like People magazine.
Helps with his bowel movements.
Is there no spirit alive in you? No conscience? What about accusations of stealing?
It's not about stealing. I just don't think they should force me to turn someone in, especially when I don't know who it was. Wait. You two didn't say anything, right?
Right? No. Why?
Who mentioned stealing?
What's stealing?
Cesar thinks he knows who took a bunch of stuff. Can't decide whether to turn them in or not.
The stuff?
No, the person.
Okay, this photo is now out. I need to call the office, see if the pets have come yet.
I saw you move that.
Who are you talking to?
The person standing there.
Oh, it's been a long time since I've been seen by one of your generation. You can see me, can you, Cesar? Gracie?
Yeah. Angels and ministers of grace defend us. Am I dead?
In your heart.
I think you got the wrong guy. I think you're looking for Robert.
No, I'm not looking for anyone.
Are you an angel?
No, Mijo, I'm your fairy godmother.
You don't look like a fairy.
But you are the Jewish.
This is a dream. No?
You're not dreaming.
What are you?
What does it matter who I am? I am all-knowing. Don't you have more important questions to answer than that?
Questions? 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 Is there really a God? Will they ever find a cure for all these viruses? What really happened to Amelia Earhart? And will the LA Raiders ever return to Oakland?
Yes, soon, an affair. And yes, the Raiders will return to Oakland, but don't bet on them staying.
Were those answers?
Oh, goody, a trick question.
Is God white?
Ay, what a stupid question. Of course he is. Actually, God is a comedy of 125, and each millennium grows, although the comedy hardly ever meets.
A committee.
A comedy, yes. A comedy always a majority of women and majority of people of color.
My God!
Mine too.
Wow. A majority of women? Angels of color?
Yeah, sounds like you repelled over.
I told her all she knows.
She's a guy.
Over there. Yeah, take her down.
I hate that doorbell. It's demeaning.
I'll
Look
get
at the
it.
black person and a little white donkey statue on their front lawn.
So what about you, Cesar? Or is Cesar? What do you think of the doorbell?
I don't know. Sometimes I think it's funny, and sometimes I think it's demeaning. And sometimes I'm just not
Children, hurry, your father's been in a car accident.
At least now we don't have to pose for any picture. I knew it would be an accident. Dad was too stubborn to die naturally.
Why is the casket closed?
I don't know. The Undertaker didn't say.
What should we do?
I don't know. The Undertaker didn't say.
Should we wait here?
I don't know. The Undertaker
Shut
didn't
up
say.
already about the Undertaker.
Sorry. I'm upset.
It's okay to be upset. We're all upset. Two Cesar's deaths on the same day, our racial and political hero and our own flesh and blood. Both dead.
It's like our inner world and outer world both disintegrate at the same time.
What are you talking about? Two Mexicans dead on the same day. It's happened before.
What Gracie means is that our old worlds have passed.
But with death can come life.
Yeah, like we could sort of start off fresh.
But not until we say our goodbyes and tell Dad the truth about some things.
My, why your kids are so Catholic? Why this need to confess?
I want to tell him the truth.
I don't think you should. We don't need to see that body start spinning.
First we were afraid to tell him dance because it might kill him. Now we're afraid to tell him dance because it might bring him back to life.
One of the things you taught us is that we need to know politics. Well, I got to know it. Intimately. And that's what I want you to know, that my work with the farm workers was more to do with sex than politics. And now I'm ashamed. Ashamed because when I left, I promised you I would come back. Promised you I would finish medical school. It was my promise to you.
She want to be a doctor?
So she says, and now she feels bad, and now she feels guilty about marrying Carlos and having a family.
I didn't think I could do everything. Raise a family, go to school, have a career, and now I am ashamed. I know you were proud of me. Proud of me wanting to be a doctor. Proud of me when I was working with the farm workers. And I shouldn't have given up so easily. I want you to be proud of me again. There. I'm done.
You really think he can hear you?
I know he hears me.
Dead men really hear?
Maybe. I've heard of dead men walking.
Ever not to be a joke with you? Can't you even take this seriously?
Seriously? All I've done is take things seriously. What do you want from me? What do you want me to confess to? I did everything I've ever been told. I did everything he wanted, everything the government wanted, everything my firm wanted. I put the ass in assimilate.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe you should start thinking for yourself instead of trying to please everybody else. And what about you? Cesar? Go ahead. Confess. You'll regret it if you don't.
If everyone confesses, there'll be no mystery.
I've done nothing wrong. Being your own person isn't wrong. Dad always wanted me to be self-reliant and independent, and now I am.
It's okay with you guys.
So what are you going to do, Cesar?
You are here.
You two still talking to spirits? The spirit of Cesar Chavez? Well, I don't see anything.
Why is that not a surprise? But there is a spirit, and she's here to remind me of guilt.
Well, why so guilty?
Well, if it is the spirit of Cesar Chavez, tell him it's he who should feel guilt. Because at the end of his work in his image, we're co-opted.
That's a lie!
Please, stop it.
Spirit, what do you want? Why are you here?
I don't want anything. What do you want?
Spirits, you two are so image.
Oh, so Mexican! Is that what it is? Too Mexican for you to understand?
Well, I no longer have to be manipulated by my father, so I surely won't be manipulated by some deviant spirit you're envisioning.
No! Don't go. I still believe. Thank you.
So,
Do you have anything to say?
I wish I had at least tried. Tried to become a doctor. I thought it was a trade-off, that I couldn't be a doctor and a mother.
So have your thinking changed?
It has nothing to do with trade-offs. It's about having a dream. Instead of believing that I could do it, I convinced myself that it was one or the other, but not both. Damn it, I want both.
Then you should have it. For all one needs is principles and faith.
Faith in what?
Faith that your principles have any significance.
Great. Now I'm back to square one.
Square one is good. You're living a noble life. You're raising a family, healing the sick. That's all good. And all that guilt over just full promises to yourself, forget it.
Giving up guilt is hard, but it's true what you say about faith. You know, that's what I loved most about my time with the farm workers. It was a cause. No, a mission. I had a faith or a belief in something or someone. That's what La Raza, the movement, gave to me. Faith and hope. There was a time I believed I could do anything I wanted, even be a doctor. I want that again.
Exactly. Your life is yours when you take control.
Yeah. I believe our fathers heard everything we've said.
Children, what are you doing here? Your father's casket is in the other chapel.
This is lesson we need to listen to here.
What's the Undertaker? That's what the Undertaker said.
I always thought I would die first. You were the hard drinker, the smoker, worked in the steel mills. Yet, I always thought I would die first. I thought the kids would kill me. Instead, what now? I just found the checkbook, and who's gonna stop the toilet water from running? Robert can't unplug a toaster. I'm not prepared for you to die. You know this whole Hispanic Magazine of the Year thing? It was gonna be my anniversary gift to you. I thought you would like having your picture in a magazine. Instead of everyone being excited, they're all upset. Gracie thinks no one knows about her past. Robert's in trouble. And Cesar, no, not that Cesar. Cesar, your child. Cesar might lose his scholarship. Those things are not so bad. I know bad. You know bad. And those things aren't bad. This is bad. How am I going to continue without you? Why is death such a surprise? Goodbye, my love. Mi tesoro. I can't go on without him.
Don't worry. You will see him soon.
Soon?
Soon in the great scope of history, you still have quite a long time here.
I'm not ready.
You have been the backbone of his family's entire history. Now, you must be the top banana. I'm sorry, I'm getting my features confused. Let me try it. You have been the backbone of this family's entire history. Now you must be the front bone. I'm out of practice. Look, let's just say you can do it.
My husband used to always make me laugh.
Man, that priest, what a jerk. When we asked him what he was going to say for the eulogy, you know, that would be the last time someone said something public about that. I was just wondering.
He was terrible, wasn't he?
Tim, did you notice how he kept saying, "you boys," when he referred to us, even though I was standing there the whole time?
Yeah, and I can't believe he said the eulogy was his business. It's what he wanted to say.
So the either trusted him or didn't trust him.
Trust him? He was this little fat-fingered gringo wanting to slap the crap out of him.
Yeah, I asked him if he'd like to know more about Dad.
Yeah, and he said it wouldn't be necessary.
When I looked at even Cesar wanted to hate him, I said we'd prefer him not to speak.
And then instead, we want to talk about that ourselves.
One thing's for sure, Dad would have been the first one to tell us, don't be sad at his funeral, celebrate his life, not mourn his death.
Yeah, he was the one who always said the only difference between a Mexican wedding and a Mexican wake is one less drunk Mexican.
I can't believe he's gone. What's Mom gonna do? What about money?
Mom will be fine money-wise.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Dad had a good life insurance policy that would pay double because it was an auto accident. Fortunately for Mom, Dad was on his way to get a menudo, not coming home from it. He was never real good at driving while menudo.
Make it sound like he was worth more dead than alive.
Well, financially he was. He had a good retirement package from the mills. Fortunately, he retired before they shut down.
Oh, he must have been worth something alive, though, because did you see all those people just waiting to pay their respects?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. When we pulled up in front of the funeral home and I saw the whole parking lot was full, I wondered, who else is getting buried today?
Me too. I was wondering what all those cars were there for. Never occurred for me they were there for Dad.
And with the Mirachis, it looked like a scene from The Godfather. Lots of people broken.
Man, I wish we knew him like they did.
Experienced two Cesar deaths on the same day.
I hope that's not a trend.
You can say, there's coming threes.
I wonder if they allow menudo in heaven.
There ain't no heaven. There may be hell, but there ain't no heaven. And there ain't no God, believe me.
Take it easy, Robert.
There is a God. Then why would he let this happen to us? Papa's dead. Mom's a wreck. I'm about to get arrested. Have a brother who can't decide whether to be a snitch or an actor. A confused, sex-guilty doctor wannabe sister. And to make things worse, we still have this stupid photographer coming. There is a God, then he doesn't reside in any church around here.
Yes. I have heard all those anti-church remarks. The church is an easy target. But don't confuse the church with spirituality. For all one needs is principles and faith.
I'm sorry. I don't think I can take this anymore. All I did was enter a simple contest, write a simple essay. All I wanted was to give my family some recognition. But maybe they're right. Maybe I should just call the magazine and tell them to forget it. My children are acting like children, and my husband is dead.
And you can take it anymore. We all face challenges. Just have faith in principles.
Faith in what?
Faith in yourself. Now, don't let this happen.
Let what happen?
Don't let Gracie, Cesar, and Robert run out of control. Cesar still governed, too conflicted. Grace is still governed by guilt. And Robert, Mija, is losing his soul. In the last couple of days, everything that you have built upon your life has crumbled. And with your husband dead, now you think your life has ended. So now you wallow. Stop it. Take control.
Take control of what?
Take control of this situation.
What are you gonna do? You've been worrying and fretting. Are you gonna sit around or just wait for the federales to show up?
What do you know about the federales?
Just be straight with us. Tell us a story. At what stage is this investigation?
Mom's right. What are you gonna do? Where's his hat?
Stop going on. Told you about.
Yes!
Did? I can't believe it.
Yes, let me speak for God's sake.
Yes, try and keep God out of this, for God's sake.
So, I spoke to the attorney, and tomorrow we're going to walk down to the district attorney's office so I can make a statement of everything I know.
Sort of like a preemptive strike?
Exactly. I still think I have nothing to hide.
What did the lawyer say?
She agreed.
That you have nothing to hide?
No, that I better confess before they come arrest me.
Well, I think that's a good idea. Telling the truth. You made a move. That's good. Caesar, what about you? It's time you made a decision for once in your life.
Yeah, or you're going to snitch or not.
I'm not going to.
I'm going to what?
I'm not going to make a choice. I want to, but
Make a
I
decision.
don't have to. The guy turned himself in this morning.
Why? What happened?
Well, I didn't think it was fair for the school to blackmail me with my scholarship, so I was going to tell the dean since I wasn't sure who it was that stole the books. I didn't think I should guess.
It was your scholarship.
Yeah, but before I spoke with the dean, I reached out to the guy who did it, and I told him that he put me in a jam. It's one thing for him to steal something for his cause, and another thing to pull me into it.
And what did he say?
I don't know, something or someone must have reached him, because this morning, he turned himself in.
And you still made a decision. Doesn't it feel good?
Yeah, not bad, I guess.
Well, as far as that acting thing, we're going to talk about that another time.
That was nice, Mija. You have helped your son. So, now what about your daughter?
Gracie, what about me? It's time you were true to yourself and listened to your heart.
What do you mean?
The day Caesar died. Chavez died and then Dad died. We began to wonder if what? I began to wonder if it was a sign about past dreams and promises. I should not have given up. I can still be a doctor. I can still do it. It is a sign, and you should listen. I'm trying to.
I got something to say. With all this happening, it makes me feel good that despite all our troubles, we still have each other. We still have the family.
Being a family doesn't guarantee anything. We're family because we're blood.
Yes, my dear, and
Being a blood family doesn't automatically make us a good family. It's something you work at, have to want to work at. Now that, of course, depends.
Depends on what?
Girl, quit talking to yourself.
oh, she's not talking to herself. She's talking to me. And you could do it too if you have a touch of the seat.
Yes,
How can you exist with so little belief in spirits?
yes, how can you believe with so little belief in the spirits?
Spirits? Who needs spirits? I need a new life.
That's exactly what I've been saying. You need a new spiritual life.
Yeah, I think Mom's right. I think we all need to find our spirit.
Finally, now you're coming around. That's better.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what's wrong with everybody. No principle, no direction, rudderless and lost. No soul.
I think we need to stop being rudderless and lost and make some important decisions for ourselves. I think we should have our picture taken by that magazine.
What?
She's right. This whole time, all you've been thinking about is why you didn't want to have your picture taken, why you didn't want to put your dirty laundry out the window. But you know what? This might sound crazy, but this is typical. Let that photographer come and take our picture. If they don't like what they see, it's their problem, not ours.
You're absolutely right.
Well, what about the Hispanic part?
Gee, are you gonna let blow it up alone?
So, as you can see, a lot happened in our family the day Cesar Chavez died.
The day our dad died.
Yes, on the day our father died, much happened. Not the least of which was spending some very intense time with my two brothers. Not something I would care to repeat again. But I do have some new insights on them. My father, and I've rediscovered my spirituality. But this play is a lifetime of activities. In one day, a lifetime of stories. And if there is a moral, is that being Latino does not automatically make us a close family. It is a choice we make.
Can't believe you have to preach and politicize even the ending narration. Don't turn this slice of life play into one of your political statements.
Okay, I think we need to make a statement.
You make a statement.
All the world's a stage, and the men and women are merely players in it.
You do not need to make a statement. Just pose for the picture. I will make the statement. We all play key roles in each other's lives, and it's not going to last forever, but we have it now. We are a Hispanic family. We are the Hispanic family of the year. Now, leave me alone, please. I really don't have a statement to make. My husband is dead, and my kids have been difficult. I just need some time to rest.
Madre, I'll try.
They are a challenge.
You mean challenges?
They're good kids.
Yes, I didn't have to do much.
I'm pleased. I don't think I could have done this alone.
You're never alone. But I hate wearing disguises. This generation don't believe unless we look the part.
I'm worried about Robert. Will he have to go to jail?
Motherhood always has hope.
It is one of our strengths. But you know, I have more than hope, as long as he cooperates.
So, and what about Gracie? Do you have hope for her?
She'll be just fine. Hopefully she'll go back to college and go to medical school, but she's still so young. We'll see.
And Cesar?
He'll be okay. He will go back to college, and he'll find a way to make a contribution. But you should visit him again in the future, especially about that acting thing.
Will do.
I worry about myself, though.
I never worry about you. You will have a period of mourning and then you will have sunny afternoons and glowing sunsets.
I give up.
I'm kind of getting used to that.
Someone get the doorbell. It's probably the photographer. Wait, don't go. You're part of this picture, too.
I think I'm through. I better be going.
But I need you.
No, you just be fine.
Someone get the door for the photographer.
Okay, Miss Guerrero, everybody, smile. You are Hispanic Family of the Year.
Yes, yes, we are.